Hello friends, welcome to Art du Jour, February the 2nd. Hope you're having a lovely February. Today we're making 3 cards, and these are what I call quickie cards. I'm focusing on texture. I've chosen papers. I've chosen some wonderful Canvas Core brand canvas, a little bit of lace, some textured homemade handmade papers. This is from Tissue Box. Don't you love tissue boxes these days? They're so darn pretty, and that's just usable stuff right there, y'all. This is a little bit of textured paper as well. I've got a little bit of corrugated cardboard. I've got a little bit of some flannel that I purchased like half price, or you know me, it was probably 80% off when I purchased it. But we're focusing on texture today, and we're going to make 3 different cards using a heart pattern. These are super easy. I think it would be a lot of fun for kids to make these. I love homemade cards, and I make a lot of them, and I just think that they mean so much more than something that you pick up in a store. So we're going to take maybe 5-10 minutes, and we're going to make 3 of these pretty little heart cards for February the 2nd, Art du Jour. I have all of my hearts cut out of the different textures that I tried to gather from my studio today. And I was really lucky because I did have just tons and tons of like little textured things. Isn't texture just a wonderful thing? It's very tactile. It's fun to play with. It's fun to feel it in your hands. I love different textures. The first card that we're going to make today, and the way that I do my cards, y'all, is it's 8.5 by 5.5, and then I edge each card with a little bit of acrylic paint. This is a Jennibellie technique, and it creates a wonderful, stunning border on anything that you do. So I've already cut my cards, and I've already got the border on them, the a la Jennibellie thing. The first card that we're going to make is a stack card. And when I was cutting hearts, I've just cut random shapes. As I'm cutting the hearts, I'm also cutting some rectangle strips, and you'll see what we're going to do with these later on. I like the way this little card came together. I just cut out a whole bunch of stuff, and so I'm going to go ahead and stick this one down. Just using a little bit of Eileen's tacky glue. And you guys know how I work. I don't have punches and crickets and scissors, and I don't have any machinery. So everything I do is kind of organic, and sometimes it's a little off balance and whatever. It's okay. I don't let it worry me. This was some wonderful, it's almost like it's paper that has seeds in it or something. And my wonderful friend Lorraine gave me this. I don't want to stick things down, I kind of want them in a sort of random way, so not, you don't have to be very precise about how you're doing this. This was another paper contribution from my friend Lorraine. She's always saving me these awesome, cool things. This is some Canvas Core lace. So I'm going to put that down. That's really pretty. Now, on the opposite side of this pattern of flannel, you had a whole different texture on the back of it. So when you're doing your texture scavenger hunt, just remember that everything has a couple sides, so each side may have a different texture for you to play with. Alright, so I'm gonna put that down. Now, isn't that a pretty card? It doesn't need anything else. It's just really pretty, just like it is. So, card number 1. The second card that we're going to do, we're going to use, as I was cutting like the bigger hearts, I was cutting smaller hearts at the same time. So what we're going to do here is just do like a simple little, and you can see that this heart is not perfect. I don't go for perfection. If you go for perfection, then if you want to go for perfection, that's up to you. I can't do it. I like to have fun, and I like for my items to have a little bit of a whimsical character to them. So, and I don't do straight stuff, so, but it's perfectly okay if that's what you want to do. It is up to you. Now I'm going to stagger a few stems here. So I'm going to have to cut this one. There we go. Alright, and I need one more stem over here. Let's use this. That looks real pretty. Okay, now I'm going to find some hearts and put some hearts on there. This was, I inherited a bunch of dressmakers goodies from a dressmaking shop in New York. And boy, that's been that was maybe 2 years ago, and I am still using these wonderful things from that dressmaker shop. Okay, I am going to use a canvas heart. I think that would be really pretty. And I'm going to put her down here. Again, I'm overlapping things. I like texture. I like depth. I like layers. So that's kind of what we're going for here. I sort of like her being that way. There we go. Now, using the heart shape, we're going to put a butterfly up here. That's just two heart shapes kind of put together. So I'll put a butterfly up here, and then I'll show you how we're going to make that butterfly body. You know that corrugated cardboard that's in everything, Valentine candy-ish? That's what we're going to use to just make a little body for our butterfly. Nothing complex, nothing hard, simple, simple, simple. And there we go. There we go. We've got a pretty little card. I love her. Okay, so we got one card, two cards. Let's do one more. Now this one's going to be a little bit funky. We're going to use our bigger heart patterns, and we're going to put a butterfly here. So we're just going to stack our little wings. Again, remember we're doing something kind of wild and funky here. It's not your typical thing. Yeah, kind of like it like that. I've got this. I'm kind of liking the whole lace thing here. So I've got another piece of lace that I'm going to put here. I do have these, and I do have some corrugated cardboard, but I kind of like this. I kind of like just this little stack that we've got going here. So I'm going to glue those down. Isn't that just lovely paper? It's so sweet when my friends save things for me. I'll wake up sometimes and there'll be a bag of stuff on my porch, and it's like, oh, yay! Art supplies! Okay, here we go. This right here. She's spilling a little bit off the page, but that's okay. I use oversized envelopes when I mail things. So that way, if I get a little bit of, spillage off the page, it's not that big a deal. Isn't that pretty? That's from the dressmaker's shop in New York. Okay, there we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, and I've got one more that I really do want to use. And I like that too. I kind of thought I might use this, but I think that's too much. I'm really liking the very, frail looking lacy quality that we've got going on here. Okay, alright, and now we're ready to add her body. Add it just like that. It's very pretty. Oh, I think my mom will really like that one. That's going to be Mama's card. Alright, let's just add a little, just for some more textural interest. Let's just add a little heart down there. Okay. Alright guys, there we go. 3 little, really quick handmade cards using a heart pattern. So wonderful little thing for the kids to do on a cold afternoon. Wonderful thing for you to do on a cold afternoon. Wonderful thing for you to do on any afternoon. Just remember that homemade handmade cards are so sweet and people really do enjoy them. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Happy Art du Jour for February the 2nd. Thanks y'all. Have a good one. Bye.